Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, May 13, 2021. My name is Karen Bodenschatz. I serve as associate pastor at First Lutheran Church in Onalaska, Wisconsin, and this is my morning musing. So I have had the opportunity this week to talk to a group of people about art and the importance of creativity in our lives, especially when it comes to our spirituality. And as I was preparing for that conversation, it was really short, so had to be very succinct. I began to think about where creativity fits in my life, but even more importantly, where play fits in. I've been doing a lot of reading and a lot of listening to folks as our world slowly transitions, hopefully out of the pandemic. That transition is going to be really long, but I think we are getting to the point where as more and more people become vaccinated, then we can gather more and more together in different ways. And so play is a big part of that. And it's something, at least I've noticed in my own life as I've been thinking over this past year, as I'm thinking about what life can be like next year or this fall. All that thinking seems to be coalescing. Not only are we towards the end of a pandemic, but I'm going to be hitting 50 in the end of July. And so a lot of ruminating about my life and what I want it to be, long-term goals, all of that stuff. But in the midst of all of that and preparing to talk about spirituality and creativity, I have realized there is not enough play in my life. Now, play is defined as unstructured, unagendaed, untimed time. You know what it's like. I mean, I have a niece, and when she was younger especially, although this still happens sometimes, like play with her was just entering into her world and just losing yourself in whatever world she had created and playing with her and creating a story with her. And in my head, I had a half hour, 45 minutes to play with her, and it would be an hour and a half later, and I'd be like, oh, I should probably go home and you need to go to bed. That kind of play where you just lose yourself. And I think for many of us, even though we've been home a lot, we've missed out on that. I know for me, not only play, but play with my friends, which, I'm 49 and it sounds funny for me to say I want to go play with my friends, but I actually do want to go play with my friends. And so thinking about what that looks like and how do I structure my week so that is something that's just a normal part of my week with the people that I love and care for and have fun with. What that does for us, friends, is the same thing that creativity does for us, and it frees our mind for just a little bit. It gives our brain space to then work on a problem without us getting in the way, if that makes any sense. Like without us thinking too hard about a particular problem or a particular subject. It just kind of ruminates there in the back of our heads as we are being creative or as we're playing and just kind of enjoying our time. It also reduces our stress because it raises endorphins and all of those fun hormones that make life a little bit easier. And so I want to encourage you to think about, as you're thinking about your summer, as you're thinking about what life is going to be like after school gets out, how are you going to structure in some unstructured time? And that's one of my favorite things to do. I'm going to plan to be spontaneous, right? I'm going to structure my day so I can have some unstructured time. And what is that going to look like for you? What is that going to look like for your friends and for your family? What kind of conversations are you having around that as you decide what are the things that we found were really important to us during the pandemic? Add play or creativity or something in there, because those things are going to help us so much as this ending of the pandemic lingers on, is what we're hearing now. So that's what I'm thinking about. Today, anyways, there could be any number of things going on in my brain at any given moment. But today I was like, I'm not playing enough. I need to go play with my friends. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope you have a fabulous day. Be well, be kind. Christ is with you.